Great evening, happy and grateful, blessed Wednesday, everyone. I hope you all are doing great. For those who are new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. And my name is Catherine Barnett, and I go by Cat, and this is the Cat Barnett podcast. I also help women who struggle with confidence in their faith and fitness develop strategies and systems that lead to gain clarity, direction, and purpose so that they can be fulfilled as they walk in their calling faithfully. Welcome, welcome, everybody. We are on episode 37, and I'm just so grateful to be here with you guys another week and in a new month. It's crazy, it's just flying by. We are officially in April. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm super excited because that means spring is here. And your girl was over winter. I'm so happy to get to warmer weather and just looking forward to it. So, with that being said, for today's episode, I really have been stressing this topic a lot to you guys lately because it's something that specifically in this new year that I was more intentional about, and that is sleep, y'all. Sleep, sleep, sleep. I feel like so many of us just we're so busy that we do not make time for sleep, and it is one of the most important things that we can give our body to also fuel our body to get ready for that next day or to just show up for people and ourselves fully. So today I want to go over with you guys, some sleep tips and, strategies and tips that we can get better sleep, because, um, you know, s- whether it's setting a sleep schedule or just, including physical activity into your daily routine, those things are going to be very important. And I'll continue to stress those things because, wellness is very important to me. And I want everyone to be their best selves, whether that's physically, spiritually, or mentally. So, like I've stated before, even when we talked about last episode with stress management, we might not be able to control like the factors or every factor that interferes with our sleep, but however we can adopt habits that encourage better sleep. So let's go over a few today that we can incorporate into hopefully our daily routine. So, number one is stick to a sleep schedule. So, set aside no more than 8 hours for sleep. If you want more power to you, but I recommend 7 to 8 hours. Six is the minimum if you are tight on time or just have a busy schedule, but no more than 8 hours. Because the recommended amount of sleep for a healthy adult is at least 7 hours. That's what I aim for, and I've been intentional about getting seven. If I can get eight, that's perfect, but I've been getting 7 hours. Because most people don't need more than 8 hours in bed to be well rested. So, go to bed and get up at the same time every day if you can, including weekends. Being consistent reinforces your body's sleep wake cycle. So, if you don't fall asleep within about 20 minutes of going to bed, leave your bedroom and do something relaxing, whether that's reading or listening to soothing music, and then go back to bed when you're feeling tired. For me, I know it's reading. I try to, put away social media and my phone 30 minutes or more before bed, and I just read until I get tired. Then I go to bed. and repeat this as much as needed, but continue to maintain your sleep schedule and wake up time. For me, that's kind of where I'm getting better at. I try to wake up usually at the same time every day, but if I have a later night due to work than normally, then I will adjust as needed. But um, do whatever works best for you. The second one is pay attention to what you eat and drink. I think this is also very, very important. As I've stressed to you guys, I've gotten a nutritionist for the last month, a little over a month. And nutrition has always just been big to me. And so now I'm more mindful of everything that I'm putting into my body, because I want my body to be as its best, especially when I do workouts or just fueling my body in general. So I recommend to you guys, don't go to bed hungry or stuffed. In particular, avoid heavy or large meals with a couple hours of bedtime so that it can fully digest in your body, because discomfort might also keep you up if you're too stuffed and you lay down right before bedtime. Also, nicotine, caffeine, and alcohol are also things that you should limit or just get rid of as well, because the stimulating effects of nicotine and caffeine take hours to wear off in your system, and it can interfere with your sleep. And even though alcohol might take you or might make you feel sleepy at first, it can also disrupt your sleep later in the night. And then just let me know also if you guys are getting any value from this or you can relate to anything I'm saying. And the third one that I do want to go over is create a restful environment. I think this is big for sleep, but also whenever you're trying to be productive and get things done. Um, but we're just talking about sleep today. So, keep your room cool and dark and quiet. Exposure to light in the evenings might make it more challenging to fall asleep. And also avoid prolonged use of light emitting screens just before bedtime. So, like I said, I'm usually not on my laptop or on my phone at least 30 minutes or more before bedtime. Um, and also consider using, room darkening shades, earplugs, a fan, or other devices to create an environment that suits your needs. I remember when I was working third shift, at first I thought it was the greatest thing until I was like, my body still doesn't want to sleep during the day. It wasn't getting adapted to the sleep schedule. So, I would do earplugs, I would do hang up the light, darkening shades that they're talking about, but my body just wasn't, unfortunately, adapting to turning off during the day, because my body wants to be up during the day doing things. So thank God I do not work thirds anymore, and I have a better sleep schedule, more energy, more time to get things done that I need to get done. And I also think another big one is, limit daytime naps. Sometimes I think it's okay to get a nap, especially if you didn't get enough sleep prior the night before. Um, so, I love my cat naps. Sometimes I'll be like, let me just rest for 20, 30 minutes and I'm good to go. But, long daytime naps can interfere with nighttime sleep. So limit naps to no more than 1 hour and avoid napping late in the day as well. Sometimes I know it can be hard after a long work day and you get off in the evening and you're just super tired, but try to just wait till your bedtime or your bedtime routine or just go to bed earlier than usual if you're that tired. And you know, but like I was saying before, however, if you do work nights, like um thirds, even second shifts, sometimes I work second shifts, so I'm not getting off till like after midnight at times. You might need to nap late in the day before work to help make sure um that your what we call it out of sleep debt. So for me, sometimes I have to nap in the afternoon before I go into work, depending on how I slept the night before. But like I said, do what works best for you. This is just tips and recommendations that I'm giving you guys, but adjust it to your daily routine. The next one is include physical activity in your daily routine. I will always stress this because this is important, and moving your body in general is very, very important. So, regular physical activity can promote better sleep. However, avoid being active too close to bedtime because that's going to keep you up longer than you would like, because your adrenaline, your endorphins, and your blood pressure and blood rate is all up from doing physical activity. So just be mindful of that. And spending time outside every day also might be helpful. And like I said, adjust to your needs and your daily routine. The other one is, and the last one that I will go over is, manage worries. And this is, I think, easier said than done. I think at times we like to say we have a lot of faith, but then we still worry. And I don't want to necessarily preach to you guys today, but just a little thing that I will say is faith and worry cannot go hand in hand. You cannot say that you have faith that things will get better or something will come to pass and then you're still worrying about it. You got to let it go and let that faith kick in. So try to resolve your worries or concerns before bedtime. If you have any worries or concerns, jot down what's on your mind and then set it aside for tomorrow. Let it go. Once you jot it down, it should be out of your mind because now it's on paper. And stress management, like I talked about last week, might help as well. Start with the basics, such as getting organized, setting priorities, and delegating tasks that you may have that you need to get done before bedtime, so your mind's not constantly running wild and going over what you didn't get done or what you have to still do for the next day. Meditation, like I've stated before, can also help ease any anxiety that you may be having. You want to try to do that before bedtime or just earlier in the day, so that you're at a relaxative state. And you can also contact your healthcare provider if you are having trouble sleeping at all, because nearly everyone has an occasional sleepless night at times. That's normal. But if this is happening or occurring on a frequent basis, you will want to talk to someone about that. And it's also just identifying and treating any underlying causes that can help you get the better sleep that you deserve. So I hope these tips were very valuable to you guys. I just wanted to get to the point today and make this episode very short and sweet. So um, if you have any questions, please do not be afraid to email me or DM me. And if you want to just listen to what I said again or just incorporate it, please watch the replay on my YouTube channel. And yes, naps are always beneficial, but just don't take long uh, naps. A cat nap or a power nap is always beneficial if you're running a little low on fumes. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great Wednesday and an even better week. We are officially in April, and so far I'm off to a good April, and I hope you guys are doing the same. And incorporating these sleep tips will also help you kick off your April great. So, as always, I'll see you guys next Wednesday. And peace, love, and blessings. God bless you guys, and I'll catch up with you guys next time.